Morning, kitty cats. You have food. So for some reason, I can't get the lid off of this CBD oil med bottle. This lid is just on there way too tight. I don't know if it's because the CBD is sticky and sometimes that causes the lid to just not want to loosen up. It's just stuck on there, or if it's just overly tightened or what it is, but I don't know. This happens once in a while, and what I do when this happens to me, I've tried kitchen grippy kind of things before. Sometimes that works, but I'll tell you what always works, and it has a risk of damaging the bottle, but it always works. I use a pair of pliers. The trick is actually setting this to the exact width of the top that you want to open, and just slightly tighter than that. So set it to that width and then just slightly tighter. That way you're not damaging the top of it. Still had to put a little pressure on the top to push it down for the safety lock feature. But then yeah, gets it open. And I didn't even damage the cap too much. Good morning, Raylan. Good morning.
Morning, guys. Hope you're going to have a joyful day today. For me, it's going to be kind of a boring day, just a normal day. I just dropped Emily off at school for the day. Now I'm going back to my office at the church. I'm gonna record a couple of videos, just catch up on a couple things at church, go through mail, that kind of thing. Then go home, get some work down there, and help with Raylan's care until I have to pick up Emily from school. So pretty normal day, pretty boring day, but not every day has to be full of, lots of busy routines to be a good, joyful, hopeful day. So in my office, gonna get a little bit of work done. Gonna record a couple of videos, straighten up my office a little bit, because every once in a while it does get a little bit messy. And then just gonna go home, get some work done there too, and help with Raylan. Pretty boring day, but even boring days can be good days.
All right, so here's the problem that I've been having. If I can do it, you can do it too.
I received these screws and compensation in exchange for this video, but all of these thoughts are my own. Not too much to say, they work good. And my tip today is simply that you need to keep on going even when it seems like you're not gonna make it. Even if it seems like you're not gonna make it, keep on going. 大家好，早安，谢谢，大家谢谢，但我的中文很差，谢谢。
All right, got a few things done, heading home now. It's turning into a productive day, and it's only 9 a.m., so not too bad.
Crazy hair today. Not some crazy hair.
I like shaking though.
my way to pick up Emily from school, and I'm going to let her drive home because she's got her driver's permit now, and she's learning to drive, which is a little bit scary, knowing that we have kids who are old enough to drive. But she's doing a good job. This is going to be probably her 4th or 5th time driving home from school, and she's not gotten into an accident yet, so hopefully not today either. But she's doing good, so pretty cool to see our kids growing up, getting more independence. Like our oldest daughter, Amber, is in college now. She's a freshman in college, so she's got a lot of extra independence. She's actually home this week for spring break, but going back soon. Practically an adult, right? Well, technically is an adult. She's 19 years old. And then our son is going into college next year. Well, actually later this year in the fall. So he's definitely growing up. He's 17 right now, but turning 18 soon. And then Emily, she's 15, but she's got her permit. She's going to be getting her license in the next year. And then, of course, there's Raylan, who in a lot of ways will never have real independence from us. We'll always have to care for her needs, taking care of her medical stuff, taking care of her basic, food and clothing and all these kinds of things. But even with her eye gaze right now, she's learning to be more independent in terms of the ways that she can pick the things that she wants to do. Hopefully, eventually be able to communicate in bigger ways, like telling us, what she wants to do. Right now, she can sometimes answer yes or no questions and these kinds of things. But hopefully, eventually, through her eye gaze, she'll be able to even communicate even more. That's the goal anyway. That's the hope. But honestly, even if that never happens, even if she stays right where she is in terms of her communication and her abilities and these kinds of things, that's perfectly okay, because life isn't about all these kinds of things. Life isn't about how much we can do, how much we can't do. Life isn't about how much we can communicate. I really have come to believe that life is all about loving and being loved. And I see this in so many ways, both in my faith and in just life in general. Like, I wish that people would just learn to get along more. And I'm not saying that there's not a right and a wrong. Of course there is. But even despite people being on the opposite side of various things, whether politics or morality, even what supersedes all of these things is just loving each other. Like, it's such a simple thing to love each other, to say, we might disagree, but let's get along. Let's still serve each other. Let's still love each other. It's so incredibly basic and yet so incredibly needed in our world today. I just hope that no matter what you're going through right now, that you have that kind of thing in your life, that you have people that you can love and be loved by, and no matter what, that you're having hope and joy. God bless you. We'll see you again next time.